everybody.
Hi, Brad.
Puxatawny Phil, the groundhog, came out to see his shadow on Tuesday, but was without his mask, so he was sent back into his burrow. So 60 more weeks of COVID, folks.
In a cabin, going crazy, 'cause a flu that's worse than swine swept the planet, so damn it, here we are in quarantine.
Hello, and welcome to Virtual Comedy Show. Here are some etiquette guidelines for Virtual Comedy Show. Please arrive 15 minutes early. Please be quiet, except for laughing. Come on, we've been a Zoom meeting civilization for 9 months. You know the drill. Just be polite, okay? We would like to see your face as part of the audience. Let's be social, not just distant. So get comfortable, plan to laugh, but not heckle, and let's make our strange quarantined world a bit more normal for a little while. Thanks, and enjoy the Virtual Comedy Show.
Hey everyone! It's time for the Virtual Comedy Show, starring Brad Tassel and Steve Goody. Tonight, Brad and Steve welcome their very special guest,
Rob Paravorian!
live from their respective quarantined homes. And now, please welcome Brad Tassel! Hey.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Crackers Comedy Club. Let's hear it for Crackers Comedy Club. Hey, Dad. So we had a huge show tonight, but they let me do the show after the show from the stage, which is a fantastic opportunity. If you are anywhere near Indianapolis, Indiana, they do shows Thursday, Friday, Saturday at 8 o'clock, and they are masking and they are taking every precaution, but they are having incredible comics, incredible shows. And thank you all for coming. Hello, Facebook. Hello, everybody in the crowd. Wow, we've got a big group in, and I see Patty and Ellen and stuff like that. And Rob, nice to meet you. How are you doing, Rob?
I'm doing all right. Good to be
Right,
here.
it's your first time here, and we thank you so much for not listening to the gossip about this show and showing up anyway.
Wait a minute.
But that's nice. So what we do is, first of all, if anybody stays after I do jokes, they're locked in. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay. Well, good. All right. So I've got a big sheet of jokes, and I'm going to start them now. Is everyone ready?
Oh, yeah.
Ready. I'm looking around a lot weird because this is a weird setup. So here we go. The first joke. So, hey, this is great this week, by the way. Pete Buttigieg is the first openly gay, high-ranking official in the White House. Come on, everybody.
Ooh, yeah.
Pete Buttigieg. Now, there was one objection until he said, wait, you said openly, right? Which was said by Mike Pence. And for purists, by the way, I do want to say for the purists, this is a joke. Not the Mike Pence part. I think he's gay. But thanks. But Trump did have an openly gay. Did you all know this? Richard Grenell was in a cabinet level position as intelligence director. Who knew that? No?
I know that.
Wow. No, but he was never confirmed. So Pete is technically the first openly gay cabinet member. Richard Grenell. And by the way, Richard Grenell worked for Trump, so he was never really the first one because he never liked Funny Girl. Okay. Anyone think that was going that way?
What?
Little Streisand joke? Okay. You know, I fought with doing Liza on that one. With Liza. Okay. So, next joke. 9 police officers were on hand to apprehend an upset 9-year-old black girl in Rochester, New York. And they were so outmatched physically by a kid in handcuffs, they decided to use pepper spray. We've all seen this, right?
Yep.
The chief of police supported the action by saying that was police procedure in such matters as he spoon-fed organic food to a white terrorist from the Capitol insurrection.
Really?
Here you go, shaman guy. Take this food. Yeah, spray her. Okay. I'm a little uncomfortable this week. Because I don't like to hold the jokes like this. It's hard and harder to read. Okay. Oh, by the way, and the family of the little black girl that was maced in New York said that they have suffered nothing compared to Jenny Louise Cudd, who was one of the terrorists arrested for storming the Capitol on January 6th. It seems that after being arrested and treated really well by authorities, she was abused horribly by a federal magistrate who refused to let her take her Mexico vacation. So we're for her. At first they were going to let her go, but now they will not. So we all send our thoughts and prayers that she might get back at least part of her resort fee. Okay. That one wasn't actually a joke, was it? How about this? I was tired when I wrote these. Mitch McConnell. Now, this was amazing to me. Mitch McConnell called Congress psycho Marjorie Taylor Greene's language and theories a cancer on the Republican Party. Did you hear that? A cancer.
Did he actually vote to censure her?
Well, that's hopefully. Well, but
I
actually,
haven't done it yet.
They don't need to because we have a new cure for cancer: Jewish space lasers.
Yeah.
He did take her off the committees.
That's right. Hey, your dad spoke.
I know.
Sorry, Brad.
Brad's doing pratfalls now. Oh my God.
I've got the room to faint. I fainted. No, I love it. Talk all you like. It's got to be better than what I'm doing. By the way, did you notice this? One person who was thrilled with all the attention paid to Green and her wackadoodle made-up QAnon crap is Colorado nutjob Lauren Boebert, who, if you don't know who she is, she has the looks and savvy of Sarah Palin and the intellect of Anna Nicole Smith. Remember her?
Currently.
Apparently. Nobody remembers Anna Nicole Smith.
No, I said currently.
Currently, yes, currently. Yes, currently because she's dead. So, by the way, she's been lying low after complaining she couldn't bring her gun into the floor of Congress and shoot AOC. So she's so sad she can't shoot AOC. So instead, her husband is going to expose himself to Cortez.
Yeah. You could fall
That would have
down.
been funny if I'd have gotten it right.
Fall down.
Fall down. Yeah, this is a good time to fall down. So the premise there was her husband was convicted as a sexual predator. And if he didn't shoot Alexandria Cortez, he could expose himself. Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
You know, that seemed a lot better in my head. Myanmar? Oh man, Myanmar is at a coup. Have we all seen this? Who's known?
Yes.
Okay, good. Ellen has seen that. Where the military has taken control over the democracy and put their leader, Aung San Suu Kyi, I think is how you say that, under house arrest. So the military has taken over and taken their leader into house arrest. And when the news broke, thousands of Trump cult morons said, lucky. I don't know why my mouth's not working. If I could get them out right, that'd be funny. Oh, did you see? Okay. Everyone knows now that Jeff Bezos, it's Bezos, right? Yeah. Hey, Rob's still here. So Jeff Bezos has decided he's going to let somebody else time Amazon employees' bathroom breaks cut down as CEO, right? So in a statement, he said, being the CEO is great, but there are millions of Americans outside of Amazon making a living wage, and somebody has to stop that crap now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, he added, now that the Democrats are in control, somebody might ask me to pay taxes, and moving my money out of the U.S. is a full-time job. Okay, well, I'm going to cut that in half. Also, hey, guess what? This week I've only got like 3 more jokes.
Hooray.
Yay. Okay. Also, Meryl Streep was viciously snubbed by the Golden Globes. Did you see that? Viciously snubbed by the Golden Globes for her role as a Broadway diva in the musical The Prom. When asked by paparazzi her feelings about this terrible slight, Streep remarked, "People are dying in a pandemic, you ass."
Wow.
Whoa.
You go, Meryl.
By the way, Tom Hanks was also denied a Globe nod for a couple roles last year, and after Mel's answer, the media chose not to bug him about it. I saved it.
It's so easy.
Yeah.
So
Good
easy.
job.
Okay, 2 more. And by the way, this one is, did anybody, comics, did anybody work with Dustin in their lives? Jeff?
Dustin who?
Okay,
Screech.
so Jeff's out of it. Dustin
It's just you, buddy.
passed away. He played Screech.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Jeff's not listening anymore. Okay.
We're up here, Brad.
All right, thanks. I know, I was looking at Jeff. He's looking at me like this. Dust in the wind?
Hey, if you had said, have you worked with the comedian Dustin Diamond? But I'm not on a first name basis with Screech like you are.
That's true. So Dustin Diamond passed away at 44, and Jeff attacks him. That's not very nice.
Well, no, I'm glad he's dead because now I don't have competition for the sexiest man alive for People magazine.
And that's how I feel about Anna Nicole Smith.
If you ever wondered what I was going to edit out of this show, it's that.
Now we know.
So Dustin Diamond passed away at 44 after being diagnosed with cancer just a few weeks ago. I knew Dustin, and he was a 24-year comedy veteran who cared about stand-up, and even though he had a troubled life, he was a very friendly and kind man. Also, legendary actress Cloris Leachman died early this week. Now there was an evil monster.
Ooh.
Really? Really?
No, of course not. She was the greatest. And lastly, thank God, Hal Holbrook died.
Yeah.
And when he got to heaven, Mark Twain said, "Just stop it."
Yeah, I'll go with that one. That's good.
That's a good one.
Good. All right.
Attaboy.
I'm proud of myself.
He had been doing Hal Holbrook impersonations the whole time.
Who has been doing Hal? Have you been doing Hal
No,
Holbrook?
Mark Twain has.
No.
Yes, that's right, Hal Holbrook. Well, and nobody knows if Mark really sounded like any of those things. So, hey, you know what? That was me. Let's go to him. It's Steve Goody, everybody. Yay.
Hi, everybody. How about it for our friend Brad there? Yeah. Rocking the death jokes. It's death comedy jams tonight.
And then Steve
That's
glad
right.
Dustin Diamond was dead.
All right. Well, it's time for our big top 10 list. We do this every week. By the way, this is our 40th week on the air with the virtual comedy show. Wow, that's crazy. That's a whole lot of pandemic right there. And every week we have a segment, and here we are, where we take us back to the days of Letterman when there would be a top 10 list every evening for us to enjoy. Now it's all Colbert and Fallon in their sweatshirts and no pants from their living rooms. So this is a throwback to better times. Tonight's top 10 category. This is an interesting one because I came up with way more than 10 as I worked on this. I came up with a whole lot more. So what I decided to do, we'll just do the 10 now, and then later on in the show, I'm going to compose a song embodying the remaining ones. And you may come up with some ideas. And if you put them in the chat, and this will make sense in a second, if you think of an idea that will fit this list, and you jot it down in the chat, and if I use it in the song, you're going to get a free download of some crazy stuff. Wow. It's interactive. And nobody cares. All right. Tonight's category is top 10 naughty words. Top 10 words that sound naughty, but they aren't. And this is the 2021 edition because there's some words that have been added to our lexicon of these kind of things. So here we go. Top 10 words that sound naughty, but aren't. 2021 edition. Number 10, insurrection. Okay. Number 2, embarrass. Some of these have 2 naughty words in them. Number 8, Tampa. Some are just for me. Number 7, exacerbate. It's got all kinds of things in it. Number 6, dongle. I knew Alice would get that one. She uses computers. Number 5, compass. Okay. Number 4, rebuttal. I know. Number 3, for the Catholics, rectory.
Yeah.
Number 2,
Gosh.
bushwhacker. And the number 1 word that sounds naughty but is not, claptrap. So as I said, I got a lot more of these, and if you got some, we're going to make a song. We're going to work on this together. It's going to be an 8-way co-write. Let's go.
So after Jeff, you're going to do a song, and if we, like I put one in the chat already, so go look at that one.
Okay.
And other people put words you think are dirty, but they're not in the
man.
Thing, right?
Brad, you went for it big time. Wow.
I did. Well, you know what that word means, right?
I have some idea.
Well, look it up. Look it up. If you don't know,
Google.
It doesn't matter what it means. It matters what it sounds like.
It is my favorite non-dirty word that sounds really, really dirty. So good. Well, let's hear it for Steve, everybody. Steve, yay!
That was great, Steve.
Why, thanks.
We got a good, nice
Woohoo.
That's one of my that's the best one so far.
I'm sorry.
No, Valerie.
Valerie's here.
We love you.
Hi.
And we're missing you. So we are so glad you're here. So, matter of fact, you're in time to see everybody's favorite person on the planet Earth. Can we all guess who that is?
Patty Melt?
Let's hear from Patty Vasquez, everybody. Yay.
Hi, Patty.
Hey. That's very kind of you. Hi. Look. Usually we do a Patty melt here, and I think that we're missing somebody melting on Twitter, and I decided to pull up a letter. I don't know if anyone saw that former President Trump decided to write a letter to SAG-AFTRA. Did you see this one, Brad?
No.
Today, it's wonderful.
Oh my God! But here's the voice that I heard it in. By the way, from the office of Donald J. Trump, February 4th, 2021. Miss Carterius, I write to you today regarding the so-called disciplinary committee hearing aimed at revoking my union membership. Who cares? While I'm not familiar with your work, I'm very proud of my work on movies such as Home Alone 2, Zoolander, and Wall Street, Money Never Stops, and television shows including The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Saturday Night Live, and of course, one of the most successful shows in television history, The Apprentice, just to name a few. I've also greatly helped the cable news television business, said to be a dying platform with not much time left until I got involved in politics, and created thousands of jobs at networks such as MSDNC
Oh, snap.
and fake news, CNN, among many others. Which brings me to your blatant attempt at free media attention to distract from your dismal record and union as a union. Your organization has done little for its members and nothing for me. Besides collecting dues and promoting dangerous, un-American politics and ideas, as evident by your massive unemployment rates and lawsuits from celebrated actors who even recorded a video asking, why isn't the union fighting for me? These, however, are policy failures. Your disciplinary failures are even more egregious. I no longer wish to be associated with your union. As such, this letter is to inform you of my immediate resignation from SAG-AFTRA. You've done nothing for me. Regards, this scribbly.
Is that real?
It's real. This is real.
That is wonderful.
This was amazing. I mean, like, did he tell the French Prince of Bel-Air, like, if this had all he had ever been known for, that would have been amazing. If we could have just left his career at Home Alone 2 or Zoolander, that would have been fine. But no, I now blame SAG-AFTRA for letting him in the union in the first place and giving him the ability to call himself a union member. Anyway, that's what I'm saying.
Wow. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. First of all, they're thinking of cutting him from Home Alone 2 for all the future. But so who put this letter out? He sent the union and then they posted it?
Yeah, and they wrote back on Twitter, thank you. That's all they wrote.
Oh my God.
I saw it on Politico's Facebook page. It was, and told my son about it, and he just cracked up, rolling on the floor.
This is just where's the world gone?
It's like,
The world is in Jeff Shaw's basement.
Oh my God.
I thought SAG's response was perfect.
What was it, Alice?
Thank you.
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow. Okay, I'm going to come back to me and just look like this.
Yep, that happened.
What? Is climate change not enough?
Yeah.
This is crazy. By the way, everybody, that was Patty Vasquez. Everyone applaud. Always finds amazing little Patty Melt items. And by the way, as Trump said, the union is dying and everybody's unemployed. That is everyone in this show right now. So I
He's
will ask
unemployed
you to
too.
go to virtualcomedyshow.com, click donate to the comics in this show, and there's an option there where you can click monthly donation. If you give this show $10 a month, that can feed a child, and that child is mine.
Mine too.
Or the
Yes.
one who doesn't know he has. Now, also $10. I'm telling you, $10 can buy could buy you a grande chai latte and an egg white bites. But if you donate that to us, I can buy my daughter a grande chai and some egg white bites. So please, don't do that. I thought that was
Man.
nobody liked that.
If that doesn't sell it, I don't know what will.
If that doesn't sell it, well, and we love doing this show, and we're going to doing it for a much longer time, and just a couple dollars isn't bad. Plus, if you want a corporate show, if you want some sort of virtual comedy show of your own, we can do anything you need. Steve, all of us, and our special guest, who is coming up right now. Are you ready, Rob?
Oh yeah, I had
Okay.
to go. to the
Here we
green
go.
room to get
Is
my
everybody
guitar.
excited? I'm very excited. This
Very
is
excited.
okay.
Woo!
I'm finding him on my list. Finding him, and if we made enough money, I could have somebody else do this so I didn't look stupid every time this happened. Okay. Oh, Rob, your name's not your name. That's the problem. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here he is. It's Rob Paravonian, right?
Paravonian.
Paravonian. I'm so
Or
sorry.
Rob P. Rocks, like it says on the thing. Just I came up with that internet website handle, so I wouldn't have to.
Well,
keep
welcome.
spelling. Thank you. Good to be here. So, yeah, I brought my guitar. It's cautiously out of frame because I don't like the wide angle. But anyway, so I do comedy and music. So I'm a musician and a comedian, which means I'm poor twice. You would think the two things would add up to something good, but it's like multiplying fractions. It keeps getting smaller and smaller. A math joke early on. So here's a song I wrote when I was a kid. I really liked the Beach Boys, but I grew up in Illinois, beautiful Waukegan, Illinois, and not very close to California. Not a lot of surfing going on. When I was 10 years old, I didn't really know much about the beach or driving or anything. And that's all this Beach Boys songs are. So I decided to write a Beach Boys style song about something I could have related to when I was 10 years old. So here's what I came up with: my Beach Boy song for a 10-year-old. Grandpa hasn't gotten new glasses in years, what, whoa. Now driving with him is one of my greatest fears, what, whoa. Yelling at the other drivers like he's insane. I'm in the backseat praying and praying, cause I'm the only one who knows we're in the wrong lane. Driving with Grandpa gives me heart palpitations. Driving with Grandpa, it's only violations. Driving with Grandpa, I wanna take it home tonight. A ride with Grandpa always fills me with stress, blah, blah, blah. Cause he stops traffic to yell at the GPS, blah, blah, blah. The right directions it won't show. We asked 3 people, nobody knows, cause the place we're going closed 8 years ago. Driving with Grandpa, ooh, driving with Grandpa, ooh, driving with Grandpa, woo, 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 woo.
Yeah.
Thank you kindly. Oh man, so this is new. Well, not new for us, but this is a different way of doing comedy for us comedians. But it's I think we're getting the hang of it. I like I like the interaction, which is a lot of fun online. I just hope my audience doesn't get used to like being able to chat like during the show. I will be glad when this is over. I've gotten. I did COVID test 3 times so far. I know some people have to do it like every week, but 3 swabs deep in the nose, not comfortable. And the worst part is when you have to write down your emergency contact, because none of my family lives I live in New York City right now. None of my family lives here. So the last time I just listed my celebrity crushes. Yeah, so if I went up in the ICU and Padma Lakshmi does not check her DMs, I'm screwed. So yeah, we've yet to meet, but anyway, here's a song about internet dating and people watching at bars, because that's one of my favorite things to do back when bars were legal, was to go and just people watch. So I wrote this song about. Anyway, here we go. He's at the bar, he sits alone, he's on his phone as he nervously nurses a drink. A guy walks by, says, "Do you mind if I take this chair?" He says, "There's someone coming, I think it's 6:30 on a Tuesday. Why can't I look away? I'm obsessed with the guy at the bar waiting for his Tinder date." She walks in and it begins. I lean in to see if there's any romance. He says hi and she says hi. I roll my eyes. Oh gosh, now they're shaking hands. Looks like a job interview. He'll never get hired at this rate. Oh, why can't we stop watching this couple on their Tinder date? And by we, I mean me and the woman next to me, because we're on a Tinder date too. We didn't want to sit around and just talk, so this came up as something we could do. We started role-playing as the other couple. It was double reversed, so we could be at our worst. We said awful things and had too many drinks. We laughed a lot and it got really hot. We went home as them and made love ironically, but we didn't know if these were real sparks. I mean, it was great, but was it really us? Was this passion, or passion in quotation marks? Nothing was said as we lay in bed. We were in our heads. Did we have to keep being them? We could try to start over as ourselves, but I fear it may be too late. Oh, why did we start watching that couple on their Tinder date? We should have never started watching that couple on their Tinder date. Maybe they were watching us on their Tinder date.
Right.
Big twist ending there.
Yeah.
Black Mirror or something. I think that Black Mirror, and like all those shows like Twilight Zone, Black Mirror, we love those weird, creepy, twisty shows with like conspiracies and stuff. I think that's why one of the reasons all that QAnon stuff is so popular. And now with the pandemic and social media, you really know which acquaintances of yours just believe like crazy things, and it's terrifying. Like, and my favorite thing is they always say, "I was doing some research online. I was doing a bunch of research." Like, you were watching YouTube. That's not research. And if like a crappy internet video can change your entire worldview, then pretty soon you're going to be convinced that the universe is controlled by Baby Shark.
It isn't?
It isn't? I don't know. QAnon, QAnon. All right, moving on. Sometimes I think there's a lot of pop songs that are about, falling in love, and there's a lot of pop songs about breaking up, but there aren't enough pop songs about all the stuff in between. So sometimes I change the songs to be about that. So here's a Maroon 5 song. My girl and I are going out tonight. She's taking time, she wants to look just right. I say the Uber here, babe, I just checked. She says, I know, but I'll need one more sec, and we will be late. And we will be late. I'll go on this date with or without you. Wait, what's that? All right, moving on. Eric Clapton has a whole song about his wife getting ready to go out, which is amazing. It's like, then she asked me, do I look all right? And I say, darling, you look wonderful tonight. And then he plays his solo, and that's when you know the whole song is a lie. Anytime I've ever told a significant other that they look wonderful tonight, they just always respond with, what do you mean tonight? Darling, you always look totally gorgeous. You just look especially wonderful tonight. What I'm hearing is some days you're not so excited to be seen with me. Darling, I know you're totally nervous about going to this thing for your job, and I know it's stressing you out. Neither of us want to go. I just want to acknowledge all the work that you've put in tonight. Oh, so for me to look good, it takes work. Moving on. All right, I'm gonna do one more song for you wonderful people, and then we're gonna hear so this is a song about conventions. Conventions used to be a thing where a lot of people gathered indoors in one big space. Remember that? So what I've learned is that there are two types. Well, there's conventions and there's cons. Like, cons are the things you want to go to, like Sci-Fi Con and Comic-Con, and conventions are the things you have to go to, like, dental equipment sales convention. But there is something similar to both with cons and conventions, and that's what this song is about. So I'll leave you with this this jam. At least once a year I attend a big convention, and seeing all the exhibit halls is always my intention. I give out my cards and pretend to hear what they have to say, but the dirty truth is I'm at your booth just to see what you're giving away, cause I'm just here for the swag. For the swag, he's here for the swag. I'm taking all the cool stuff I can find home in my bag. They're meeting and greeting while I'm straight up trick-or-treating. Yeah, I'm just here for the swag. For the swag, he's here for the swag. I'm just here for the swag. The good booths have the big crowds, you're gonna have to fight them if you wanna go home with all the coolest items. And if they hold out because they doubt I fit their strategy, I'll make some cards and say I run a startup and wanna do some B2B, cause I'm just here for the swag. For the swag, here for the swag. And if it's super dope, I just might post with your hashtag. Tell them they shouldn't censor me, I'm an influencer. Yeah, I'm just here for the swag. For the swag, he's here for the swag. I'm just here for the swag. Strolling through the hall, seeing all the exhibits. If your booth has a giveaway, you know I'm gonna get it. I gotta fit it in. If I didn't get it yet, son, then I'll leave a divot when I pivot to the next one. Get some power bricks and headphones, carabiner clips with sanitizing hand foam. I'm going home with the fabulous prizes. If this place is all right, I'll be back in disguises. If sky is the limit, everything is in play. If your logo's on it, I'ma wanna take it away. I didn't make it that way. This place makes me manic. It's kind of like a panic when they set up this dynamic, cause I got the lanyard, you got the swag. The only thing that's left to do is put it in the bag till it's heavy and sagging, and I'm dragging it away. You can nag me, but hey, you know what I'm gonna say. I'm just here for the swag. Getting everything from hoodies to a microfiber rag. There's no signs I'll be stopping. I'm doing my Christmas shopping. Yeah, I'm just here for the swag. For the swag, he's here for the swag. I'm just here for the swag.
Let's hear it, Rob, everybody. Come on.
Wow.
Rob Paravonian.
Oh,
Yeah.
beautiful. Perfect. That was exactly
All right.
right.
I
Hey,
got
Brad.
the end. So
Brad, can I point out two things?
no.
I want to, and I will. His song mentioned Halloween and Christmas in one song.
Hey.
We had to put out 2 albums to manage that.
That's right. We had to put out 24 songs to get that done.
Also, my father sells dental equipment, so yeah.
Perfect. So maybe to him it's a con.
That's where he's been all those months.
That's right. It's been a cheat. So Rob, we're all looking at you, and that was beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So how do people get everything you've ever done?
They could go to robprocks.com. I just came out with a USB like box set, so it has all my recorded stuff, and it's like a USB drive that's in the shape of a cassette tape. If I was smart, I would have one within reach, so I could like hold it up. But I am not a good salesman. I'm a musician. But it's available at my website, robprocks.com, and I'm on the Twitters and the Instagrams. Everything should be Rob P. Rock, so that's the best place to find me.
All right, one more time, everybody. Come on, clap.
Oh, thank you.
Rob P does rock.
He does rock. That was incredibly well done. And obviously, yeah, none of us are good salesmen, or this show would make money. By the way, I do want to say this before we bring out the amazing Jeff Shaw, the hilarious Jeff Shaw. I want to talk about a problem in this country right now, that we have a lot of people that are trying to step in front of the line to get the vaccine that aren't really deserving at this point, because we have so many people frontline, first responders to get the vaccine. And all I want to say is, screw them, give it to me. That was it. That's all I wanted to say. Okay, so on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we've missed him for the past couple weeks, and we want to see him now. It's Jeff Shaw.
Yay!
Hi, everybody. It's great to be here because this show always puts me in a good mood because I had kind of a tough day. Everywhere I went today, people confused me for courtside Karen. The good news is I got carded at 55 the other day. Of course, it was at a vaccination site, but I'll take it. Some good news on the career front. Not only did my album go #1 on iTunes, but I've signed a development deal with Reddit traders. And I talked to my girlfriend online today. She lives in Croatia. We're in a long distance relationship. And long distance relationships in middle age are a lot different than being in a long distance relationship in your 20s. You know, when you're in your 20s or 30s, you're like, how come you didn't call me yesterday? You promised you were going to call me. Let me know when you're not going to call. I called my girlfriend today. She's like, I thought you were calling on Saturday. Why are you calling today? Would you like me to buy you a calendar and send it all the way to America? Saturday means Saturday, my friend. You know, I have a whole country here. We have things to do. We're not all dependent on Americans and brightening up our lives, okay? My girlfriend and I have been together for 10 years this upcoming March.
Aw.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a century in dating a comedian here. Yeah, women have a hard time dating comedians because our brains don't work like normal guys. Oh, sweetheart, this is such a romantic space you brought me to. Look at we can hear the water, that waves crashing against the rocks. There's not a cloud in the sky. The moon and the stars are so bright and it's so romantic. What are you thinking right now, this very second? Oh, okay. Do you ever wonder if bald eagles get mad that they were named bald eagles? They're like, bald eagle, I've got a perfectly fine head of white hair right here. I can't be an Edgar Winter beetle. Honey, where are you going? Come back. Come back. I brought some Colt 45. Come back. The reason why my girlfriend and I haven't gotten married yet is we're not from the same country. I'm an American man from Cleveland, Ohio, and she's a Croatian woman from near Zagreb. So before we can get married, we'd have to meet with U.S. immigration and prove to them that it's not a scam marriage, just so she can get me out of Cleveland. She'd like to be an American citizen, and she's started studying for the citizenship test just in case, kind of like a hobby. And she asked me to help her study, but you know, I'm an American citizen. I don't know that stuff. Will you please help me study American history? Honey, you better ask a Canadian. What are the first 3 amendments of the United States Constitution? Oh, that's an easy one. Freedom of speech, right to bear arms, and 2 scoops of raisins in every package of Kellogg's raisins. And the weird thing about our relationship is we both view dating a foreigner kind of differently. I'm like, guys, my girlfriend's Croatian. She speaks 6 different languages. And she's like, my boyfriend is an American. He was a rescue. And the hard thing about dating someone from a different country is your friends always have a hard time getting their name right. Hey, Jeff, what's your girlfriend's name again? Jelka. Zena? No, Jelka. Jenga? No, Jelka. Giraffe? No, Jumanji. Oh, Jelka. And another difficult thing about dating someone from a different country is they'll often blame you for the sins of your country. Oh, I love you so much, sweetheart. Why should I believe you? Your government lies to the rest of the world all the time. Yeah, but my government gives your government $30 million a year in foreign aid, so shut up and kiss me before I make some calls to the State Department. No, it's really frustrating. As long as I have you by my side, sweetheart, I can solve any problem. Oh, really? Well, how come your country is the richest country in the world and it hasn't solved world hunger? Why hasn't your country put an end to world hunger? My country hasn't put an end to American Idol. What's your point? Another difficult thing about dating a foreigner is if you go to visit them and you get in a lover spat, they'll hop on a tram and leave you in a foreign capital with a wallet full of American money and a phrase book missing important scenarios.
Wow.
The first time Zhelka did that to me in Zagreb, it took me 6 hours to get back to her place. And the second time, it took me 3 hours to get back to her place. And the third time, I beat her to her house. And she said, "That was fast." I said, "Yeah, I finally got to the ball busting section of the phrase book." The cool thing is I speak her language, Croatian, and I don't speak it perfectly. I'd have to live there for a while. But as an American, people are just impressed that you speak a foreign language, you know, because most Americans, you know, don't, you know, have no interest in foreign languages. If the average American were to open his front door and see a talking German shepherd on his doorstep, he would say, "You're in America now, mutt, speak English." But I'll leave you with this. If I can remember it. Back to the thing about her leaving me stranded several times in her country's capital. That's the real reason that European women date American men, not so they can get a green card, but so they can that's it. Sorry.
Okay, you can have the vaccination.
You gotta quit while you're ahead.
It's because they want to teach us a life lesson at a UNESCO World Heritage Site. That would have been a great line if I could have remembered it.
If you could have seen that line, it'd have been great.
Zhelka, your boyfriend treats you like a queen. What is your secret? My secret is that cab drivers in Dubrovnik speak way too quickly for level 1 Croatian speakers from America to understand.
Okay.
And you know what? You know what? She'll be very happy that I did a bit about her, and then royalty screwed it up at the end.
You were killing it until that last minute and a half there. Let's have all the way till the end.
That was awesome.
That was awesome and amazing, and that end was hilarious. By the way, you know, you talked about Americans being impressed if you can speak another language. Americans are impressed if you can do the accent. You have to speak another language. You do the accent, we're more impressed than if you could speak the stupid language. So, okay, Steve, I'm holding him up at Crackers, the greatest club in the world. I said the show was 35 minutes long. I lied this week to him.
Yeah, you did.
So, let's go to Steve. Steve, do you have the song ready?
I got a song, and it's pretty quick, and it's had your help in it. Oh boy, it's exciting. It's a whole thing of, man, there's a lot of these words that sound naughty, but they're not. And to make it appropriate for tonight's symposium, I've decided to do it as a hip hop song. So let's roll that right now.
Go.
Some words you've heard, they sound so naughty, but they're quite innocuous. Gosh darn it, by golly. You can say them in church, or in Abu Dhabi, or in Hobby Lobby. Probably. I had a cocktail in Bangkok watching Netflix about a pilot who dictate in the cockpit. Now I'm reading Moby Dick, sperm whales really sick. Blow it out your blowhole. I'm plowing with my backhoe. Yo, your diphthong is cool, your uvula rules. You should masticate a kumquat and some head cheese too. My asymptote is straight, though I might asphyxiate, choking down some shiitake that I shouldn't have ate. My beagle bitch is a tracker, your shih tzu a slacker. Forget Tampa Bay, I love my Green Bay Packers. Astronauts get famous, circling Uranus like a concert pianist or President Ignoramus. It's always gratifying when my shuttlecock's flying. I whacked it with my joystick, so satisfying. If it's his or taint, is Peter a saint? All the tea bags in China made your mama faint. I might be out of line, you got a cute antenna.
out of your pussy, well, I'm fine, but this is asinine. I got cotton balls, meatballs, snowballs, cheese balls, tennis balls, softballs, matzo balls, and sleaze balls, yo. There's a family of birds made up of naughty words like cockatoo, peafowl, nuthatch, titmouse, woodpecker, sapsucker, and swallow. These words I've heard, they do sound filthy, but I say them on the air and come back not guilty. There might be some more, yeah, I might have missed them, but you'll never lock me up in your penal system. Words, skinflint, titillate, bucatini, assimilate, syllogism.
Very nice.
Okay. All right.
Steve, that was absolutely amazing. The only way that song could have been better is if you had to put on your glasses to read the last stanza of lyrics.
That's right.
Thought about it, but it's been done.
It's been done. Yes, it's been done. Yes. If only you messed up the end. Hey, wait a minute. I should have taken back over, and I did not. Spotlight for everyone. There I am. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this has been one of the greatest shows ever. Let's hear it for Patty Vasquez. Yay!
Yay!
Let's hear it for Rob Rocks. I know it's
Rob Paravonian.
Paravonian, but I know. But what's your website again?
Rob P. Rocks.
Rob P. Rocks. Also, let's hear for Jeff Shaw, and let's hear for Steve Goody. And we're going to hear the Thursday song. I'm going to then say goodbye because I've got to get out of the club right now, and I'm going to buy Ruth Ann at Crackers. If you're anywhere near Indy, this is where you want to see comedy. It is one of the best clubs and oldest clubs in the United States. Okay, play the Thursday song. We'll see you next week.
Have a very merry Thursday. It's a special time of week when Thursday bells are pealing and life no longer seems so bleak. Let's open up our presents and carve our Thursday goose and wait for Father Thursday to arrive upon his moose.
You know, we tried to incorporate all the wonderful family traditions that people associate with Thursday.
Thursday comes but once a week, but do not shed a tear, 'cause there are more than 50 Thursdays packed in every year, and every single one of them is full of mirth and glee. So stuff your face and break some wind and join the reverie. Have a very merry Thursday. Put on your orange fez and decorate the Thursday tree with milk, bone, spam, and pez. Once you've curled your mustache and donned your Thursday clothes, I'll catch you 'neath the mistletoe and punch you in the nose. Merry Thursday.